ready? The time has come. Let the show begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. I'll save some thoughts to the end.
So, early in my practice, I began talking with my grandmother about some of my cases. Of course, I kept them nameless. This was a good release for me, but she would share some good grandma wisdom with me. She asked me about the relationship and women in that. Did these women ever have a simp? I was young and didn't know what a simp was. I asked Grandma, what is a simp? A man that would drink your dirty bath water.
Okay. That's an old school phrase.
Right. Yuck, Grandma. Baby, most women, this is her conversation with her grandmother.
Gotcha.
Baby, most women have a man who always be there no matter what. You mean like a good guy friend? Sorta, but you knew if you had him in your bedroom, he'd eat brownie cake till the ice cream came. Y'all catch that? He gonna eat that brownie cake to the ice cream.
I'm used to that.
I'm just saying.
Ooh, I'm used to that.
Yeah, baby. It's Jello pudding pop.
Hello, pudding.
Oh, little girl. Why you think your grandpa and I've been together so long? I didn't think your grandpa was cute, but he was always around. When I was young, there was this cute boy I liked, Johnny. So did a lot of other girls, and he knew it. My mama saw I liked him. She told me Johnny's a mule. Ray, my grandfather, a horse. What does that mean? A mule will do just enough, maybe, and then get stubborn on you, and then do nothing. Good point. Okay, Grandma. A horse will work even if it hurts. Mama asked me, do you want a mule or a horse? Because both need to be fed and cared for. From that talk, I began asking my female clients if there was a man ever in their lifespan that really cared about them. Overwhelmingly, the answer was yes, but usually just a friend, in which this statement would always follow. I never wanted to ruin the friendship. Then I'd ask, what about the emotional labor he's offering to you? Most women never considered the male friend's feelings or even his offerings as an emotional labor. Please understand, yes, some male friends were good just in that platonic stage, but I found for most of my clients, he would have been a beautiful horse for them. In that, the qualities that those women wanted, even needed, were right in front of their nose.
Interesting.
Ruin some of y'all friendships, ladies. I'm just saying.
Why not?
But far too many in my practice were committed to a type of guy and would exhaust themselves with that type of guy by making him out to be the horse instead of moving on and accepting the mule he really was. And because the exhaustion piece has many valid feelings, many women emotionally will embrace it as their own experience, all the while never considering the many horses that have ran across their lives. And that is why I think this piece is self-sabotaging. I'm waiting for the horse I allowed to run away. Maybe I'll write it. Oh wait, I listened to my grandma and I saw the mule a mile away and picked my horse. We will be celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary very soon with our vows being renewed. Our honeymoon in Hawaii, by the way, he sure love him some brownie cake and I loves me banana atop. Ice cream, baby.
Brownie cake with ice cream. I ain't gonna forget that.
She ended that very well. I am with her on that part.
The banana part. I'm sorry, sons. I'm sorry, but
Even the mule and the horse. I like the mule and the horse.
Yeah, that was good. I like that too.
But you know, I have to say, yeah, my good friends, they needed to stay. My good friends that were just friends, they needed to stay just friends.
And that's cool. I think I think it's good to know that.
Yeah.
I think it's good to know that, but I think at the same time, one of those things that, you know, when they say, well, I didn't want to ruin the friendship, well, don't ruin it. But if he has the quality that you're looking for, get in there and be like, okay, remember, I can't mess this up because you were a very good friend.
Good friend, yeah. I mean, and that's how I look at it. And the reason I say my male friends that were strictly just friends, I couldn't be in a relationship with them because I saw things that made me know I wouldn't want a relationship with them.
That's fair.
But other than that, if everything was relationship worthy, yeah, hey, we gonna try this, bruh.
Right.
And we just gonna have to understand that we gonna be friends after this.
Right,
so
we can't mess this up.
Yeah.
We gotta, they say, burn the ships.
Yeah.
And hey, we gotta go for broke.
But I had sense enough to where I'm looking at you and I'm like, you a great friend, but you you only a friend because I see that stuff over there.
Right. And I think that's fair though. That's very fair, because when I read the Exhaustion piece, I get it. I've seen things like it before, you know, women posted, but what I don't see is the accountability side. I don't see, especially over 50. I think, and it's just me, I may be off, but I think at some point your vetting should be better. You should be able to pick better. It should be at this point in life, you know, I can see a mule
right
a mile away.
Yeah.
And I can see a horse up close. And at this point.
And I think in some instances, I think that sometimes that's what it is. And people don't always want to admit it to the public, is that they know they just haven't picked right. And they don't trust themselves to pick right. So it's like, you know what, I'm just going to take myself out of this because I ain't trusting my picker right now.
But I think that's a problem. That's short-sighted.
Well, because sometimes where you hear a lot of women now saying they got to do the self-work.
At over 50. I ain't saying don't do it, but it's like, come on, really? You done waited this long, and you've gotten messages throughout your life. I guarantee you've gotten messages.
But the thing is, I feel like a lot of times what it is that self-reflection is hard. Taking that self-accountability is hard, and then changing the things that you see that is wrong is more work. And so I think a lot of people have spent a lot of their life just living and not really reflecting and looking at, why am I making these choices? Why did I, why am I choosing this? Why is this, not going right? So. And then plus, I think right now, that whole self-reflecting crap, I think to some extent, overall, it is good.
Right.
But to some extent, I think this crap's a fad.
Yeah, I mean, it's self-reflection is nothing new. It should have always been there. But I think, unfortunately, if the self-reflection is left up to you, in your best thinking, you've gotten you to this point. So I don't know that you are an accurate person. I think that's the better statement to make. Isn't that I'm not a good picker. My self-reflection is off, and maybe I need to get some more important people in my life, or at least
go get some help.
Yeah, help. And because one of the things about, when you go into counseling, they do encourage to get a team around you of honest people to tell you about yourself. But it helps the relationship, because that's really part of good communication, is being able to communicate the hard stuff. Because one of the things, I'm jumping, but I'm gonna stay here. You had talked about why is communication hard. Well, communication is a two-way street. In that, you also have to create an atmosphere that makes it comfortable for people to talk about the hard stuff. So, in that, I'm going to get the truth from this person. It's going to be the truth, no chaser, but I need that. So I'm going to do it, but I can talk to this person, because not only will they tell me the truth, they'll also give me some encouraging words afterward. They're not going, and I think that becomes the harder piece, is when we can begin to embrace the truth as love, as encouraging.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Let's go.
Turn it up.